Neumorphism in UI is definitely trendy, but when designers get too creative and forget about real-world physics, things can get tricky. Take this sleek, futuristic interface. Good thing they're not part of the spaceship cockpit, or someone might end up like Major Tom, floating helplessly because the controls are so soft, nice and blurry. Today, I'll be talking about a product with an incredible vibe that expertly touches this common problem. I'll try to keep video brief, though it's how it goes. It's always easier to critique someone else's work than to reflect on your own. We'll dive into what it takes to design a UI like this and point out the pitfalls you'll want to avoid.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel about audio user interfaces. I am Natalia Guerra, Vogue Design and UI Mother co-founder. Today we'll explore what it gives BX Glue, its modern and somewhat aggressive look, and what the Marvel Universe has to do with it. Beyond that, we'll discuss some common pitfalls to avoid when developing a plugin line using UIKit. If you want to grow your design skills or choose the proper visual strategy, watch till the end. I have prepared something crucially important for you. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights from behind the scenes of UI design production. What is BX Glue?
Take a closer look at all these controls and think about what they do. Classic advice from my art director. What he really saying is that you've got to understand and use the details behind this 2-channel stereo compressor, which is inspired by the best VCA compressors of the 80s. Like those legends, it's packed with advanced, versatile features that deliver a warm, pleasant sound. Yes, as a designer, it's your job to take the right stylistic choices, especially since this plugin is ideal for stereo mixes, drums, symphonic instruments, acoustic guitars, and more. Originally made for stereo, it also works well with mono sources, thanks to its smooth and expressive dynamic control. Adding tone and depth to the signal, these compressors are super popular even when compression is not needed. When you've heard this description, do you think a UI designer should understand the product's core idea and the technology behind it? I want to get straight with you. BX Glue is not entirely unique, as there are several similar products out there like FabFilter Pro C2, Isotope Ozone, and AlphaMeister by Elijah. Additionally, Plugin Alliance offers a whole product line where many tools share common features and UI elements, making it tough to distinguish between them. Despite this, they are sold separately, and surprisingly, many folks buy these plugins without delving deeply into their specifics. If you're interested in such comparison and talk about it, stay tuned, and we'll revisit this topic shortly, but I want your comments, meaningful comments, in the comment section. Notice how the shapes and lights remind you of iconic Marvel villains like Mysterio, Trapster, and Magneto. Yes, you've heard that right. This UI gives off a modern, futuristic, and slightly aggressive vibe. BX Glue definitely channels that Marvel Cinematic Universe villain energy, especially with its striking magenta glow and dark theme. For some reason, comic book and cartoon villains often have these slightly triangular shapes and frequently radiate purple. This visual pattern made its way into mass culture through cartoons and later movies. Well, can you think of your favorite villain and, with that unmistakable purple color? So just take a look. Every book has this purple villain. I'd even compare this plugin to a modded PMV with a sleek ambient lighting. After all, who doesn't want to feel cool and give off I'm the man vibe? What do you think about the smoothly curved textures and gently convex buttons? I'm really drawn to the balanced blend of colors and the seamless integration of this flat screen, and the bottom features of soft touch material that feels great. We can also see how the designers of this plugin placed parameters values on knobs, such as, we haven't seen this in the real world. So do you think they abused the real world physics with this move? Modern UI can feel super luxurious with those tiny on-off indicators and slick needle scales, especially with its striking blue. Remember when blue LEDs were rare and expensive? Looks like Dyson took some inspiration from this UI to make their products feel just as cutting edge. The entire user interface is essentially modeled around primary colors and system state indicators. The designers at Brainworx have arranged the modules quite nicely. However, one aspect that stands out to me is the positioning of the labels on the big knobs. They are shifted slightly off-center due to the presence of DB and AMAS elements, which have less weight. This choice makes the labels appear unbalanced in relation to the controls they indicate. I believe there might be good reasons behind this approach. You will probably notice this too, but might not fully understand why it feels a bit off. And the video promo. Let's check out the video. Without a doubt, the new plugin gives off the vibe of sophisticated villain. Also, it shows the features pretty straightforward at a nice point of view. However, the glue-like texture falls short, turning into a low-quality background illuminated by pretty basic lighting. Something you would expect a Fiverr freelancer to recreate. Sorry, Fivers. Well, basically the Fiverr itself meaning something cheap, I guess. So sorry for this reference, guys. I respect your hard work, but Fiverr sets you into the wrong price range, I guess. Yeah. So something you'd expect from a Fiverr freelancer to recreate. And the lighting also makes the surface looks like cheap plastic covered with dust. Whoever worked on this video must have been paid a bowl of rice and pack of crackers because wow, they squeezed every penny out of him and this video. Am I too harsh on this design? No, I'm not trying to diminish it. I'm just breaking it into elements what makes an impression, like UI elements, components of the user interface or video. What do you think about the soft plastic texture? It's not soft. It's something cheap and plastic. And from my perspective, the only element that looks real and tangible in this video is the screen. I must admit though, the use of the active colors in this UI is impressive. It changes according to the user presets, and it's I suppose it's you can see it on the video, and the sound fits the footage really well. Overall, the UI appears modern and expensive. However, the video makes the presentation look cheaper than it actually is.
I asked my motion designer how long would it take to create a video like that, and he told me just about 10 to 15 minutes, and we're all set to go. Hold on a second, 10 to 15 minutes. Well, I'd believe 10 to 15 hours, and it's for some really basic result, 10 to 15 days for some really good results. So probably to make a video like that would take around a couple of days, but we count only 3D, making the 3D scene. But when you have like a really nice script for that, or key shots, you choose the music, you choose nice animation ideas, then, well, as long as you have budget, you can make the better result. I'll definitely make a video about it, how amount of time influences the end result for the video and for the animation. So stay tuned and write me a comment, a meaningful comment about that, and I'll definitely make you some sort of a tutorial to show you why the result is crappy and how to basically fix it. So what does the process look like? The background was probably modeled with primitive modifiers in Blender and then integrated into the 3D scene as a regular texture with an alpha channel. Then it was duplicated several times to simulate depth and perspective. For the plugin UI, a flat image of the plugin itself was imported into 3D software and the necessary shapes were extruded from its outlines. This is clearly visible because the light of the plugin is baked, the texture is low resolution and noticeably stretched. The sound wave animation on the screen is a screenshot of an actual plugin that was embedded into a 3D scene. The final edit was made either in After Effects or Premiere Pro. So you might be wondering why I'm not showing you the same process for the user interface. Well, obviously, guys, if I did, it would take more than 15 minutes. Plus, no one has actually filled my bowl of rice yet. So please like and subscribe and write me a meaningful comment with more than 7 words according to new YouTube algorithms, so I could give some engagement from you and probably some promotion from YouTube to get noticeable on YouTube algorithms. You know the drill. So regarding the 15 minutes, the more time you put into video, the better results you would end up with. And with this user interface presentation, it's definitely was short on time or budget. And that surprises me, because Plugin Alliance definitely must have their own UI designer or motion designer on board. So probably he was short on time. Similar products by Plugin Alliance feature the similar design features. BX Limiter, BX Clipper design is completely similar to that of the BX Glue. However, the strange rounding of the small displays is a bit confusing. The display of BX Masterdesk Pro has lost its characteristic blur and shadows. The key difference between BX Limiter, Masterdesk Pro Enhance and BX Glue is the digital display. In Masterdesk Pro, it's designed as a hologram on a sliding glass block, which presents a rather interesting visual solution. Branding and UI kit usage. As you've seen, the plugin shares some style with a whole line of products. So once you see a page, features 20 compressors, 15 equalizers, and many other plugins, what's the point of adding another large all-in-one plugin that uses the same UI kit you've already seen in these products? Just a quick example for designers not related to audio industry, because I'm sure product owners have already got the point by now. You have a compressor, an equalizer, and a limiter using the same UI kit. Then there is a channel strip, a relatively new popular format for plugins that includes all these tools. But you used another cooler technology. And using UI kit would cancel the idea of new tech. Even it's in the description of your product. Why purchase something that you already have but in new format? That's the question I would ask myself if I were a user with a bunch of purchased plugins. I don't mean BX Glue is not worth paying that price, but there are too many plugins that have overlapping functionality in the line of Plugin Alliance. Its designers blended functionality and aesthetics and made these controls stand out with contrasting and prominent lighting and glass-like textures. Plugin Alliance used this trick in the BX Glue compressor. The designers opted for a dark theme to reduce eye fatigue for music creators during long night sessions. Meanwhile, a cool, futuristic purple light draws attention to the controls. What sets this plugin apart? It's exceptionally good and convenient to use, yet may look redundant in the line of similar products. Moreover, it lacks a consistent promo video to enhance its upscale appearance and claim high-end price and high-end niche. As someone who worked on over 500 user interfaces, I really wish I'd been a part of designing this one. Let me know in the comments if you are with me or not. Okay, I didn't go deep into the UX and this time just to keep things short. If you want me to dig into the UX, just leave a comment and I'll line up it for a future video. And until the next time.